So, welcome back. Time for Pothos number 2. So, Pothos number 2 is going in this pot. Okay. I swear by these moss poles. They are fantastic. They are fantastic. And the only downside is the holes are too small for them to drip, but it drips nonetheless. So I think actually I'm going to leave these holes this time so they retain more water longer. And so what I do is I put the legs on, I bend it a little so they kind of stick down, okay? And then you put that on. But first you have to shove moss into it, sphagnum moss. You don't want it too packed tight, but you want it so when the plants do go in there, they get some good anchoring. What I'm actually going to do is some of the older sphagnum moss from the plants. Oh no, you can't really. Covered in shit. Okay, there you go. So once you've got them, you just tighten it. Then you just there you go. Not too tight, but enough to have an anchor. Okay, have an anchor. Go, and then this turn. You know, these sphagnum moss are cheap, but you don't want to waste them. I mean, why waste if you don't have to waste, you know what I mean? So I'm actually going to, as I'm putting them in, I'm also putting in some bark and soil. It's actually good for it, because then you get inherent nutrients in the organic matter. So it's actually really good for them. So yeah, you don't want to just ignore that for no reason. Okay, there you go. So now we've got that. There you go. There we go, done. So we have a moss pole, perfect height for thing. So what I'm going to do is keep that in. Okay, so this time I'm not going to make the same mistake. I'm going to first lay all of the plants. So this one here, there. But first I've got to pick which plants I'm going to put in here. So bear with me. This one for sure. Lots of roots and lots of growth potential. Another one. And what are these? Oh man, this is screwed. But never ever underestimate the desire of plants to survive, okay? So this is a healthy vine, just the leaves are screwed. So what I'm actually going to do is, as an experiment, I'm just going to bury the entire thing and see what happens. So I'm going to bury that. There, let it hang on the side like this. Okay, I'm also going to get a couple of these and bury them as well. Okay, and then we'll put in the big one. The big one. That's a big one. It's raining nice and heavy now. My pothos is getting natural rainwater, the best kind of water. Then this yeah, and another vine. So what I've done here is I've actually just buried very, very mature vines, and I've buried very, very mature vines. Whew, nice rain. Nice rain. I don't mind the rain sometimes. There you go. So there you go. Now I'm going to do my stapling method where I staple it down. Oh, this is so there's a couple of leaves buried here. That's no good. Because they'll just rot. I'll rip them off. Don't want them. Okay. There you go. So I'm just stapling them there, just to keep them tight. And then there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to tie it. And then there's a little arrow root there. I'm going to try and shove that in there and use one of these to keep it on. Because if we can get that arrow root to establish ASAP, man, this will grow much faster. So let's now, I'm going to do a different approach on this one. I'm going to climb this up faster than the other ones. Okay. I'm gonna, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing? Okay, there. I'm gonna climb this up faster than the other ones. So, This one is fun because this one has roots that are, it has roots that are easily insertable, shall I say. Oh, well, I snapped it, damn it. There you go. There. You don't want to make it too tight that it can't grow thicker, but you want to make it so it's tight enough that it stays. Okay, and then look at that. There's a little root. So that's cool. That's cool, but it won't reach. So we're going to have to just leave that there and maybe staple it like that. So there we go. Oh, no, doesn't want to staple down. Nope. So that's a no bueno. That's a no bueno. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's another long one. This is a nice one. So this is going to be cool. Oh, I was supposed to bury this. I was supposed to bury all of this. Oh, god damn it. I forgot about it. Shit. Oh, how am I going to tackle this now? Okay, I have to bury it. I have to bury this. It's too leggy. It's pointless. So I'm going to just put it in the bottom, close to the soil. Damn it. That's okay. It still works, but just not completely buried. So I have to put this close to the ground. Well, you're probably asking why. Because if it's close to the ground, then the roots can detect the soil. It can detect the moisture, and it'll basically go, you know what? It's time to go down there and root up. And that's exactly what it does. It produces roots way faster if it's in the soil. But you know what? Shit happens. I'm not going to unpack the whole thing. So I'm going to peg it down, and it just has to be what it is. And I'm just going to hope that it is down there as much as possible. So let's see. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay, I want to make it so it's not so bare, you know? It's not so bare. It's hard because it always looks awkward when you first replant something like this, because obviously it wasn't meant to be this way and you're kind of just arranging it. But yeah, there, let's try this. Try these. These are handy. Last one. I should really get more of them, but I don't have any, so too friggin' bad. But here you go. There. Then you have that. There we go. Trying to insert the aerial roots. Sometimes by doing so you actually destroy the aerial roots, but they're pretty strong and their instinct is to burrow. So by there you go. So my goal is to, when this grows up a little bit more, cut it and let it sprout out, right? So that's really what it's all about. There we go. Look, it looks pretty pathetic right now because obviously it's just been replanted and rearranged, but over time it'll grow nicer and more lush and more plush. There we go. There we go. Done. That's Pothos number 2. Pothos number 2. Let's see how that goes.